chance to get into a second one. I think we got enough people to do 2. But we'll see how it goes. The overlay is going to be totally just borked for this because it's not really set up for it, but we're going to call this the BTSL free-for-all brawl. Oh god, why are you all Protoss? Oh, I should have known better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8 people are Protoss. Ah! 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 All right, you guys are gross. I am cheering for Force 10 and the other guy. But as I said, the overlay looks a little bit awkward because it's not set up for free-for-alls. But let's quickly go through this. So if you're tuning in and your best friend's playing, you'll know who's what. In the bottom left, we got the pink Zerg Uleharen. That girl is beautiful. Next to him, the blue Terran Forsten. To the top left, the green Protoss Al-Jinrar. Haha, the winter logo is so good. We got the pink Protoss Matt Cawthon, last addition to the lobby. Top right, the purple Protoss rocking a hell, it's a boot time. Hell yeah! 2 Hawks or toe hooks, excuse me, I really messed that up. To the right side, the green Protoss Scape. To the lower right, the orange Protoss with Goku Black Fry. And the purple Protoss Turnalura. Alright. That hurt my throat to do. I shouldn't have done that. First off, be impressed, weebs. That's right, I know who Goku Black is, despite not watching any Dragon Ball. For those tuning in, free-for-all brawl between the fans. If you want in on the next one, we got 8 slots. We're doing 2 of these to kill some time because the groups were so short. So we get the fans involved, we get to cast some weird action. On top of this, there is a 30-minute hard stop. Games cannot go beyond 30 minutes. Any players left remaining at that point, we will look at the scorecards publicly and shame one another publicly here on the cast to determine first, second, third, and fourth place. But some potential shenanigans coming out of our Protoss here. We'll see if this comes into play. Nobody seems to be seeking the not-so-secret alliances. Instead, we just have these two fighting against one another. And the cannons could cause quite the interesting alliance. The enemy of my enemy is my friend type thing. And if they're both being hit with cannons, then these two could work together to remove it. Unless these two are already working together, then oh my god, I don't know, because we got another cannon rush. What? Matt Cawthon actually managed to get this into the main base of Algenar, and Algenar has seen this. It's just a question of how do you respond. Stop! Don't do it! So one cannon rush gets shut down by some incidental teamwork. The other cannon rush, not being dealt with so well. One of these cannons might get canceled, but even if the other one still finishes, it's still pretty devastating. Our green Protoss player's in some heat. He's also, oh man, this is karma. He went for a cannon rush to the 2 people to the left and gets attacked from the 1 guy to the right. I think Tournal has karma biting him in his ass real hard right now. But the Zerglings don't stop with the cannons, and this alliance may have been absolutely temporary to deal with the cannons. He now gets back, and the fight commences. Confetti flies left and right. To the top side, looks like we got a Zealot get into these mineral lines, and despite having all these Protoss, this isn't looking as boring as I feared it might be. Cannon rushes confirmed OP? Actually, I love that we're literally looking at the black and white of the cannon rushes, though, right? Like, this is a cannon rush that worked, this was one that did not. He's trying to get a cannon in his mineral line to defend, but this poor guy's lost so many workers to Orange, and Orange sits pretty happy knowing that his opponent building cannons won't be counterattacking anytime soon. So really, all eyes right now are on Matt Cawthon and Algenar. Winter... I don't know if Winter's streaming right now, but Algenar might need to tab out and be like, yo, Winter, bro, what do I do? How do I stop this? I do like this response, though, by the way. One of the best things you can do is abandon ship and take mining elsewhere. We've seen pros do this as a response. So I'm making jokes, but I think Green's actually handling the situation pretty well. Blue, on the other hand, may have Bluets. His defenses, non-existent, bailings and speed and confetti, but no SCVs mining in this mineral line. Mules get picked off too, and that's looking like that for Force 10. Top right side, though, these guys have been getting away with a lot. Nobody has contested them, so double Stargates lead to Void Rays, and we saw Liquid Mana do this during the Pro Free-for-All Brawls. Might work out even better here in the Super Amateur Brawls. Either way, big surround and floating buildings. This guy knows what's up. You guys might not like it, but this is what peak Terran condition looks like. Floating to the corner of the map and just hoping to outlast everybody else playing. Sounds about right. However, there's something really important about Pink, right? He did the cannon rush, but looks like he didn't actually set up a proper defense at home. So Green is not only tearing through the cannon rush by avoiding it down here at the natural, he's literally tearing through the counter. There's a, what, Void Ray? No, it's an Oracle getting chronoed out. This won't even be in time. It can't stop 4 Stalkers, maybe with a Probe Pole and a big surround, but this is problems. Had he been able to turtle up in his main, he could have lasted a lot longer, but looks like Toradol will be the first one out, and Blue actually outlasts him. Pink also might be on the chopping block. It's hard to say. The Stalkers are kind of derping with the attacks. Probes do that, but the Oracle comes out, looks like to be the solid defense. Both players are not in a great spot, though, at the behest of this aggression. Also, Force 10's just looking for a way to land. I mean, he might be best off just walling off with all of his buildings, but he leaves one floating. He wants to have a backup plan, I suppose. I love it. But the Fleet Bacon, sweet bacon, follows it up. I'm pretty sure that's spelled bacon, guys. I just don't read that any other way. If Carrier's coming to play, I think ever since the dawn of StarCraft, it's perfect for the StarCraft playing nostalgia, going all the way back to Brood War, Carriers have always been kind of BS. If you mass Carriers, you just laugh your way to victory. And that might just be what happens here for our top right dark green Protoss. But Algenar is kicking ass, and he has almost knocked Pink out of the game. Matt Cawthon in a lot of trouble right now. No defenses left. Void Ray's pushing this off. Good luck with those disruptors. They might be able to kill pylons and knock down buildings, but they can't shoot the skies. It's also so terribly awkward because this map only has natural bases. There's not really a lot of extra bases to take on this map, so macro might not even be part of the equation. Regardless, disruptors, I think if fire shots will stay out of range of the Void Rays, maybe eventually tear down some of those buildings, but it's not going to get to anything that really matters. None of the beefy, chunky defenses. Orange, on the other hand, we have not been paying attention to either. He did kill somebody and take their base, building on his corpse. He now sends out some Dark Templar. Matt Cawthon taps out for 7th. Rest in peace, Matt Cawthon. And this guy, Force 10, is actually outlasting a ton of people. He lands next to the cannons, but the cannons are depowered. He could, hypothetically, very potentially steal this base away if he plays his cards right and lays low. Oh no, but laying low is not going to happen. Algenar is getting on top of cleaning up the cannons. We'll incidentally find our Terran player in the process. The command center starts burning. Oh no! I don't even think this is going to get out alive. His hopes and his dreams dashed away in all but a swift moment. Pink managed to establish a base, though. Without taking his own natural, he's taken his opponent's main. So we are getting to the same point we saw in a lot of the free-for-alls before, where it's the powerhouses that are left over. Usually 4 pillars: orange, green, purple, and pink. But we do kind of still have Algenar in this. I'm not counting him out by any means. I just assumed he would have taken so much more damage. So down to 5 players and a 6th Klinger honor, because that's really what he's going to be doing. He's going to be floating around the map watching the stream for the rest of the game, I imagine. But our Terran player is basically out. It just comes down to Protoss, 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 and Zerg. Oh, Jimmy, thank you for the 18-month resub, dude. I'm not sure what time it is over there, but good morning or afternoon or evening. Void Rays are doing a great job. The carriers distracting the Stalkers. These have no idea that they should be focus firing, and Toehook's in a bit of trouble. He might kill some of the Stalkers, and that'd be cool, but the big threat of the carriers and, of course, the Void Rays doesn't appear like he's going to have anything to deal with this anytime soon. Meanwhile, Orange is just kind of slowly massing up. And, oh, those notifications are playing double still. We'll have to look into that, but Arrogance, my dude. Woo! Thank you for the 27-month resub. Diet Soda cheering some bitty bits coming in there too. And Zurkhan also prime sub. Thank you for joining the Base Trade Brigade. Quick reminder too to anybody that has subbed today, maybe it's your first time sub ever, or maybe you're a long time sub, get on our Discord. This isn't like, hey guys, we're getting like some sponsored deal if you get on our Discord. No, we're just using it as communication going forward. So please sync your Discords up, get on the Base Trade Discord, join that sub-only chat, because things like replay packs and important secret information, we're going to be sharing it through Discord going forward. This is because Twitch is getting rid of the mass messaging system to all of our subscribers. It'd be really cool if Twitch actually re-implements something later. Like I said, they haven't announced anything, so maybe they're secretly working on something. But at the moment, it's not the case. And oh, that's a lot of confetti. Hule Haran worked so hard to take 2 bases, only for it to be snatched away. Fry, you're a dick. Fry's sitting on 4 bases, by the way. Orange Protoss players who I'm referring to right now. Looking to be one of the stronger players. At the moment, he's actually got enough stalkers that could contest this out of Scape, but given enough time, Scape gets enough carriers, and this becomes unkillable by most means. In fact, leaving Hule Haran alive might have been your best bet to set an alliance and try and kill said carriers, but I mean, unfortunately, that's not going to be the case, it appears. Lots of larvae, not a lot of money. I think pink is dead. But will they die before blue? That's the real question. He's still floating around the map, just doing his thing. He's living his best life. Don't mind him. To be clear, everybody can see where he is at all times.
Under attack.
He has been revealed.
Upgrade complete.
Also, someone using the Nova voiceover pack. I guess that's Fry here. I've not seen anyone do that. Nito Burrito. Oh, this is gonna get killed. This one's still floating for salvation, and this guy in the top left, it's a low priority, but leads to a higher finish. If there was prize money on the line, this is how the pros were doing it for 10 bucks. They were being obnoxious for an extra placement. Saw many Terrans, Canny perhaps the worst out of all, because he's not even Terran, floating forever in the corners of the map. But stalker on stalker fights looking a little bit shaky. Really, these guys should be working together though to kill this guy. He's just chilling in the back. He's got no idea that this epic battle is happening just to the left of him. Oh my god, Scape. He could have been killed so easily if they came to him both at the same time. Yikes. Flotch says, is this a sub only free for all, just random viewers? It's random viewers right now, but I'll tell you what, I'll give subs a priority invite to game 2 if you want to get in on this, Flotch. It's on the North America server. But targeting down these Void Rays one at a time. Fantastic play out of Fry. Goes for this carrier next. Like I said, he's got enough stalkers to actually fight this. And he's going to take a huge chunk of power away from our green Protoss, who was looking to be pretty dominant. But our other green Protoss, because right, we got dark green and light green. Our other green Protoss isn't looking too shabby himself. He's starting to get his army up. He's getting some upgrades behind this. I really like the +2. I mean, Orange still has the best of everything for anybody at the moment, but he just lost a lot taking that fight. Also, same problem goes for Towhooks. If only Towhooks knew such an epic battle was happening right next to him. He could capitalize on this, coming from behind, catch the winner by surprise with a stab in the back. I mean, 4 disruptors could annihilate Fry's army potentially. Shots fired. Oh boy. This probe is trying so hard to open the assimilator. You go, little probe. Good luck. Have fun. I love the confetti. I think it looks really cool. I know it's like not a thing that would leave permanently in the game, but I would love to have something like that. You create like some sort of bounty, like the casters can assign confetti to like a random unit, and if a unit dies that has the confetti, it explodes, gives like a bonus or something. That'd be cool. But yeah, if you guys want to play in on the next one, /join Base Trade TV on the North American server. If I see names out there I identify and recognize from chat as subscribers, like for example, Flotch or somebody else, totally give priority invites to. Otherwise, we'll fill the open spaces with randos. As I said, we'll do 2 of these in total. This is the first game. And I guess it would be wrong not to invite the champion back. So whoever wins this one, we can bring back for game 2. My name on StarCraft 2 is Sharky's Lord. Or Sharky LZ Rod. I got you, Flotch. If I don't get you, just spam me. Easy. Nobody has written quality Zest fan fiction like you have, dude. You've earned a place in my heart. As disgusting of a person as you might be. And if you guys don't know what I'm referring to, consider yourselves very lucky. This probe, by the way, I'm glad we got to catch the very tail end of this thing actually killing the assimilator. Hard work pays off, and he finally gets to take this gas. Green comes in. No, purple can't catch a break. If it's not orange, it's green. There's Immortals in the mix, and he's lost his disruptors from the previous fight, so he has no means to actually counter this. Dark green as well has no idea this fight's going on. It's insane to me. So much action has been happening between these two bases, and 5 players regularly do not know what is happening right next to them. I had forgot about that fanfic. I wish I could as well. I will tell you guys, nothing feels dirtier than being donated on Twitch to read fan fiction. It's like a weird mix of selling out and disgusting, and it's just like you just can't you take a shower afterwards and you just can't get clean. You just can't get clean. Also, people are trying to get drops, I guess, through commands. I want to be very perfectly clear. Well, a lot of people think you type exclamation mark drops or exclamation mark prize in various chats. Realistically, the only thing that will increase your chance to win a drop is typing exclamation mark butts. There we go. I kind of forgot about Pink. We had written Pink off very quickly because he had almost died, but he's off of this weird long distance mining and a couple hatcheries, started to whittle his way back in the game. However, Orange comes to exterminate him this time around. I think he won't let him escape for much longer off this side. And well, maybe there was some pity taken upon a Zerg player earlier. I don't think we'll see it happen again. With no upgrades, it's so difficult to contest this Protoss army. Even low amounts of gateway units, as we're seeing, are just kind of doing way too much damage. I don't know that it's safe to say me reading fanfic on stream would qualify me to be a prostitute. I feel like that's a little bit hyperbolic if we're gonna be completely honest, but at the same time, I don't really care. Orange is looking to eliminate. With Dark Templar in the mix, this will certainly shut down poor Houlihan. He's done a great job trying to recover, but now in dire straits. We're also approaching the end of the game. Remember, there's a 30-minute hard stop on this, meaning the players will be forcefully ejected from the game around the 30-minute mark. So we're not quite there yet, but if these guys keep turtling up, we'll hit there soon. And the only way to win after then will be off of scorecard. I gotta be honest, if it comes down to scorecard, it's looking pretty clear that it's orange and green that will win this. Also, blue is finally being eliminated. It took... it took way too long to make this happen. But Tempest are pushing off these barracks. A Phoenix is about to pop up on this guy. And looks like the carriers are making a move. There's a lot of stalkers here with +2, though. They can focus on these carriers. Scape finds himself deja vu, making the same escapes all over again. However, it appears Two Hawks, or Toe Hooks. Man, I keep getting his name wrong. He's got more confetti than he does stalkers, and he actually evaporates. But guess what? He's not done. Algenar wants to come in and capitalize on this. As if there's just not enough stalkers in this game, man. Alright, this is pretty bad. Barracks trying to land to escape death. Phoenix is whittling away at this factory, slowly, but eventually. Toe Hooks does tap out. Farewell, kind lady. And I can't believe Force 10 actually outlasts another player. Tow truck. I'm so stupid. Are you serious? Toe Hooks, tow truck. Yikes. Well, this is par for the course when it comes to me. I guess I'm pronouncing things, but Juvia, thank you. But I'm surprised Force 10 outlasts another player. Big attack, big recall. Fry gets up here, but he didn't expect such a force to respond to him. Algenar is actually looking pretty fantastic moving to the very, very late game. But going back in the point of the scorecard for a moment, guys, one thing we learned through the free-for-all brawls with the pros and ex-pros was that scorecards were built up based on units created, and minerals mined seem to be some of the key points for this. And while I don't know if he's got the most units, where's the losses? He might not have the most units created and lost over the course of this game. He certainly has some of the most mining, because Fry took so many bases so much sooner than everybody else. Go away, sad face. Holy Heron taps out. I did not have enough money to build another hatchery. And oh my god, Force 10 outlasts another person. Our blue Terran is about to get a top 4 finish. I'm actually so angry that that's the case. But PvP battles here rage on to the south. We got Archons, we got Stalkers, we got confetti popping up. And I don't know who's going to take this. I think the Immortals went out. This looks really good for Algenar, but a lot of his Archons were on the back line, not fighting for so very long. Force 10 is finally eliminated. 4th place. Sayonara, dude. Congratulations on your top 4 finish. The Archons can soak some hits. The Tempests are not really that big of a factor, I feel. And poor Fry got sandwiched in by 2 players. Scape was buying a lot of time in this game, and he hits from the backside with these carriers. Our Orange Protoss does have a lot of money and a base hidden in the bottom left, so he might be able to last a little bit longer. And truthfully, if this goes the distance, he may still win top 2 based on scorecard, if nothing else. But he's got to actually live to the stalemate for that to matter. Oh, that's weird. That's stuck in production even though he's long gone. Okay. That looks weird. The Stalkers are just trying to draw the enemy away, I suppose. Distract from the bottom left, saying, don't come here, don't attack me. Scape goes back to turtling up here on the top right side. Army counts aren't that crazy. We are getting kind of down to the line, and I guess I'm going to give a quick reminder. 8 minutes to go. Anyone left alive will be forced to the stalemate, guys. Oh, a couple of DTs, no detection. That's a pain. There we go. Although the funny thing is, it's kind of hard to tell whose DTs belong to who, so you could really create the illusion of some wrong attacks by strategically attacking with DTs. Tempest, though, do beat the crap out of carriers. Oh, Scape, you picked the wrong fight, son. Between Tempest and Stalkers, this is not a fight that he wants to take. Stalkers and the Archon do a great job just chewing away at the interceptors, allowing the Tempest to focus down the carriers. If it's something where you can get into this fight and not be stuck fighting at range, then maybe that's not the case. Tempest will still go down pretty quickly. They don't have that much health, but... oh, man. This is tough to call. It really is almost like a rock, paper, scissors in terms of what unit composition you're going for, and right now Algenar has the scissors and Scape has the paper. Although trying to hide underneath a rock. Yeah, there we go, tying that metaphor together. Fry does continue to expand a mine and just hope not to be revealed while this goes on. He really has no army to fight with. He doesn't seem to have production for an army to fight with. At this point, his best bet is just surviving. Surviving another 30 minutes would be totally impossible, as we saw with the Pro Free-for-alls, but to the 30-minute mark, there's 7 minutes to go. I think he's got the capabilities to just build and build and build, but... army to the south is out of position. A recall is absolutely necessary if he wants to defend. Carriers are on top of this base. And Algenar is showing no signs of fear. He's not going home just yet. A recall to this nexus, though, would probably be better. Either way, a recall is in order. Unless, is he on cooldown? Oh, he's got it. Oh, he's slipping, guys. They caught me slipping. Carriers to the top side are going away uncontested, destroying this army. Meanwhile, this army says to say, screw it, you know what? If I can't go home, I'm gonna start a base trade. Ace 1, Ace 2 in the chat, boys. It's the biggest, slowest base trade of all time. I don't know who I give more power to. Well, now I'm definitely giving more power to Algenar because Scape is running back home. Scape could have recalled, though. This is what's killing me. A lot of these Protoss players not making use of recall. There we go. Heads up to the main base. He'll turn up on top of the ramp with a couple cannons. I can't say this looks like it's going to be enough, though. Algenar... who, by the way, I want to, let's rewind for a second here. And remember, Algenar was the guy who got cannon rushed. Algenar was the guy who looked like he initially wasn't handling the cannon rush. Yet at the end of the day, Algenar might just be our ultimate winner. Scape is losing everything. So much confetti pops off. And meanwhile, Stalkers get on this side, but this is a small mosquito bite. It's nothing. It's a little itchy. It's a little annoying. He'll be fine with it. Blizzard got rid of matchmaking in patch 3.0, and I'll never forgive them for it. Well, here's the thing, though, Darth Ripto. I'm with you. I used to actually play that free-for-all matchmaking. And I would get mad, I would get sad. It was a laugh. But the reality is not enough people used it or queued with it. Nobody played it, so there was no reason to keep it. Wait, what's he got left? He's got the assimilator that got left alive? Okay, well, he's technically still in it. I guess the recall home to prioritize killing this orange army was a little more important. Five minutes to go. He's got 5 minutes to wipe Fry out of the map. Because Fry might have outproduced him. It's hard to say and it's hard to guess, but just taking a quick look at the resources lost between these two, Fry's made more units to have lost more units. On top of this, he's probably mined more as well, because he took so many extra bases, but oh no, Fry taps out, and Algenar will actually get the victory, but let's take a quick peek here, guys. What did the scorecards say? Had this gone to the stalemate, had this drawn out another 5 minutes, would Fry have beaten Algenar? Oh, it was close. Oh, it would have been real close. That would have been so tight. But okay, guys, we got one last free-for-all happening before we're done with the day.